Welcome to the Antisocial Club podcast. This is episode 6. My name's Robert.
My name is Giovanni.
Fabio.
I'm Yanely.
So, top of the week, what's been going through your daily life?
My week's been okay. A lot of working on the channel. We got new things coming up, good things. I know it's been kind of like, from anxiety, it's been a little bit helpful because I've been going out a little bit more. But basically, my week's been pretty good.
I've been doing pretty good too. Just been working on the channel and live streaming, trying to get all that stuff done. Just a lot of work lately.
Work.
Thank you, Fabian, for your input.
Everybody knows Fabian.
Yanely?
I've just been working too.
Work? Yeah,
I've
you've
been
working
working
a
for
lot.
the past 6
We're
days.
the only adults
That's it.
here.
Yeah.
Alright, we usually do this with our guest, Yanely. How did you meet everybody here currently?
Okay, well, Fabian I met during French class. And you know, my
And
boy.
orchestra.
Yeah, and we met him during orchestra too. And then that was it. We were friends.
It was just
This is like right off the
that was
bat?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right off
were
the
in
bat, we were
orchestra all
friends.
4 years, and then we had French just
2 years.
freshman and sophomore year.
So y'all were forced to talk to each other?
Well, yeah,
No.
but we just like that.
yeah, click.
Yeah.
You were her
We
stand
clicked
buddy?
it.
You were her stand buddy?
Oh,
Stand
we
buddies
were.
are the best buddies.
Stand buddies?
Yeah.
Because I know that's a thing in orchestra, because I used to walk in there, they'd be like, my stand buddy's here, watch out.
It's not even a buddy. That's too unprofessional. It's my stand partner.
Your stand partner.
It's
Oh
like
We
my
gotta
god.
be professional, Robert.
I call them stand buddies. It sounds better.
I don't even know what that
Sounds
is.
gay.
It's just,
Oh, well, it's when you're playing music together and the person,
Y'all
Flips
share a
the
stand.
book.
yeah, share a
oh,
stand.
it's just like flips the book for you.
Yeah.
You need a good partner to be
One of us
executed
has to
well.
do it, yeah.
I see.
And I met Giovanni. Giovanni's my family. So he's known me forever.
Since I was
Met him
born.
since birth.
Since I was born.
I was conceived.
When I was conceived, she was in the other
I knew
room.
him longer, of course, because, you know,
We live
womb.
the womb.
I was there before you came out.
And
Alas,
Roberto's my
but not.
boyfriend. I met him in school also.
You're like, no, school.
School.
We met during International Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, basically. We took.
That's it.
Actually, we couldn't, like, when we started talking, it was like, what, a year after?
No.
No, because, like, we didn't really like each other.
I don't want to put that out there yet.
Like, when we first met each other, we didn't really like each other.
Like snobby stuff like that. Yeah, y'all think like
I
that.
I
guess.
don't know if Robert's speaking for you, Nelly, though.
I mean,
No, he's doing it in
Isn't
his
that
point of
I
view.
No, I know, yeah.
well, that's how I felt. She would look at me and be like, nah, don't talk to me, because
Like get out.
I just like my feelings.
They're hurt.
It's because I was, you know, a little emo.
A little emo.
Weren't we all?
So I was like,
I
shit,
still
I don't
am.
want to talk to anybody.
No, we didn't start. Yeah, like
No.
talking, like relationship talking.
I don't even know what that is.
thing.
A thing when
Yeah,
it was
like
a
you
thing. I think it took a little bit. A year
Not-
after, probably.
not
Like when y'all
even.
started saying like y'all were going out and stuff.
I'm just kidding.
It was a year. I think it was a year. Yeah, for
No,
sure it was a year.
we
A few
met-
months.
Freshman year.
We freshman year.
Okay.
The end of freshman year. We didn't start dating till the end of sophomore year.
I know.
That's a whole year.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, oh.
Oh, okay.
No.
I guess the numbers make sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that goes into our
Historical background.
That's
background.
personal. So basically, y'all just met at school.
It goes into like
Yeah, y'all dated in school and while y'all were in school.
yeah, in school, out of school, I guess. Yeah.
No, I only fucked with them. During school, I was like, fuck, you don't know me.
She gave me like, what? What are you doing?
Who are you? I'm Robert. Who? Who?
Just kidding.
Hi.
That's my catchphrase.
That goes into what relationships. I think that's what we're gonna be talking mainly about today.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how we really started. I guess we could start with friends relationships. Here, like on this podcast, most of us are really good friends through like
I hate Giovanni.
Aggressive about it. He just really grinds my gears.
No, just joking.
No, just relationships in general. Relationship and anxiety is always. I think they go kind of hand in hand because like your anxiety with some people can be really low, just on the relationship you built, and then sometimes your anxiety on with another person can be really high, just how toxic that relationship could be.
And so it's kind of depending on like, is it a good relationship or a bad relationship? It's truly, it's not hard to see it, but if you're like, if you want the relationship to work, it's like you can't really can't see it in its eye. If you know what I mean.
True. I don't think I have some friends that were like, it's really toxic. Like my anxiety with them will be on edge sometimes. Like if I was hanging out with an old friend of mine from freshman year that I rarely talk to now, like every time we would go out, it would be an issue about something has nothing to do with anything else. Like it was just that issue, and it would be going on for 2 to 3 weeks, and it would just be that issue for about 2 to 3 weeks, and that's so frustrating.
That's where you're.
Can't you tell he's so heated right now?
You gotta cut him.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, but sometimes you want to do good by that person because you know, like, oh, they helped me out with this, or helped me out with that. But sometimes helping out someone for your benefit, it can't work.
Yeah.
It kind of has to be a mutual thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't give someone help and them not help you back. It's kind of rude.
It has to be
And
50-50.
yeah.
basically.
50-50.
I don't even think it has to be 50-50. Because if the whole relationship's going to be 100%, somebody's going to be down and feeling like 30% you, so you got to be putting that 70% in.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying on that too.
Right.
Well,
But
yeah,
if
to your point.
but the 50-50 comes in where he's like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll put that 75 in, but when I'm down, maybe you can put that 75 in.
Yeah, of course.
So I guess that's where we're saying like 50-50 at. What?
50-50.
Some days it might 50-50, 75, 60, whatever. It's it's there. Numbers are there.
No, it's just having that mutual understanding. I think a lot of people miss that.
And that's in friends. Like if your friends are like, so your so-called friends put you down all the time. They're just saying bad things. Maybe they're not really your friends.
Yeah.
You know,
Gotta.
even if you grew
You
up with
gotta cut 'em.
them. Yeah, if you grew up with them, you know they were there like 5th grade or back when you started school and they're just downing you.
Back when
Maybe
you
it's time
peed
to
your
step back a
pants.
little bit and understand where.
What? Repeat that. Run
Fabian,
that back.
what? Run that back,
like
please.
back when you peed your pants. I peed my pants in 3rd grade. It was fun.
It was fun to pee in your pants.
Yeah.
But I guess you got to step back a little bit and understand like why you're friends with them. And like if you're friends with them because they're good people, they're always complimenting you, they're always pushing you to the extreme. Not to the very extreme, but they're always making you want to have progress.
Yeah, they make you stay motivated.
Yeah, motivation.
Motivate you.
Then maybe that's a good friend. That is a good friend.
You don't like compliments?
No. Because I used to get so many compliments in elementary and gentry, too.
It's because you're cute.
I know that.
Oh,
but like,
damn.
No, because a lot of people would always tell me like, "Oh my God, you're good at this, you're good at that," and then people were like they hate. I'm not hated, but they were just like,
Yeah,
They're
like,
jealous.
"Dang, they
They're
used to
jealous.
say like, "Dang, we get it," like, you know, and I'm just like,
Oh,
well, I never
jealousy.
tried. It was just because I never.
Jealousy is
I
one
think
thing.
jealousy is like on the top of that list of like
Yeah.
toxic relationships.
Mhm.
Wow, dude, tell me about it.
You're welcome.
Tell me about it. No,
I think that'd be like one of the top things. Like most of the times I had problems with friends is over jealousy.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they're
like,
like, oh, why'd you invite them, but you didn't invite me, you know?
Yeah,
Because
you
that
didn't
is-
at me or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
some
It's like-
dumb.
because I didn't want to.
Or
'Cause-
and then the other thing, I don't know if it's for girls, but for guys, is usually over a chick that ruins the whole relationship.
Yeah.
oh yeah, no doubt.
Especially like I don't know why that's a thing. Like some friends will get mad at you because like, oh, that's supposed to be my girl. Why you dating her?
Yeah, it's like I had like
Oh my
I had
God.
situations like
Yeah,
that.
it gets really like sometimes it gets like
Crazy.
that.
I had situations like that, and I had like my partake in that too, because I got mad and they got mad. It's just like it's what the heck.
Actually,
And you get over it. Like that was something that like
That's like
middle
some-
school days.
That's
No,
some
but even
Animal
high
Kingdom
school was
type
like
stuff.
that.
I don't do that.
In high school, it was like
High
that.
school is
I
like, you
had
wanna
that
do
with
that?
my
Go ahead,
friends
go ahead.
too. But because I'm the gay one, you know how I would always hang around with all the girls.
Oh yeah.
So all their boyfriends would just get so jealous because they thought,
Oh, because they're hanging around you too much.
yeah, because I would hang around with them too much, and like, you know, we were just all friends, but because they thought otherwise, they're like, oh, who's this dude?
Who's
I
this
think that's
guy?
fine,
Yeah,
but like
who's
if
this
like you're
guy?
friends and like y'all don't even talk to her first, like that's weird. Y'all are being possessive over somebody that
Yeah.
doesn't even acknowledge
And
your
like
existence.
now some of
It's
the
like it's so
That's like
weird.
It's like shotgun. It's like calling shotgun
That's like
on
Animal
a
Planet.
car.
It is very,
Literally.
was it primitive?
Yeah, it's really
Very,
It's messed up.
It's very caveman like.
It's really messed up. Like
Yeah.
saying
No,
shotgun.
But
It's
some
just
of
like, what
but
the
some
heck?
of those guys I became friends with eventually, and then
Yeah.
some of them we just distanced, you know,
Yeah.
as life happens, you know. But that's all
I-
it is. You have to start talking at least, or try talking.
That's yeah, but if your friends are just putting you down, it's something you should step back and realize what's going on.
I just didn't care. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, some people don't care. Like, I honestly don't care no more. Like I used to. I was the type
Yeah.
of dude who always wanted to have the most friends and always wanted to be. Now it's just like I don't want you.
I was too shy to care about.
Now
that.
it's like no, get away. You have germs.
You have germs. You got cooties.
Cooties.
You got cooties.
It's like, nah,
You-
leave me alone.
No.
And I feel like some people be like, they want friends, just not as many as other people.
Right. The other thing I want to hit on is like, with certain friends, it's possessive. Like some stuff can be like material stuff.
Yeah.
I had an instant where like, I had a close friend of mine. Well, it's not close, but a friend. You can say he's a friend because he used to come by a lot, and then he would be like all giddy because like, I didn't have these things, and he's like, oh, you should have these things. If not, I can't be your friend.
Oh yeah.
Like stuff like that too. That's one of the high points of like me just getting frustrated because I'm not a very materialistic person, but when some people are like that, it just aggravates me so much.
Like people, if you don't have cool shoes, if you don't have like cool shirts, all that, if you're not name brand,
That's like your cousin.
it's just like yeah, if you don't have name brand, it's just like
Converse and Vans. No.
When I don't know why that's like a thing though.
I mean, people want to look fresh. People want you
It's
to
not
look
even
fresh.
fresh.
It's
It
just
looks tacky.
yeah, it's like
Yes.
you're not a gangster. You're not from that life. It's just how it is.
Well, not even that. Even was like,
Even if you did come from it, you know what it's like. I mean, you know you don't have to spend that much money to impress anybody. Like again, it comes to where your real friends are. You can wear the same clothes and be like
right?
cool with them. It's like
Mhm.
I don't care what you wear. It's like your personality is
Lasts
where it's
longer than
yeah.
what's on your back.
Right.
It's your heart, where your heart's at. And if people just like, dude, he's been wearing that same jacket. Like I used to pick on kids like that, and I was like, now they're like, if you get to know them, they're like super cool.
Oh, I never try to judge people by like what they wear.
I
Sometimes
did.
I
sometimes they just don't have the money for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in that spot before.
and it's sometimes they do have the money for it, and they just don't want
Yeah,
to.
oh,
They're just
yeah,
like they
some people
love
are
the
just like-
jacket. That's how I got to know many cool friends like that I like hanging around with more than the people who wear name brand. It's like you got money. It's just like where your heart's at's where I want to be. Like where your personality's at.
I feel that. That's very touching. My heart was like.
It's like, ooh, all right,
Oh,
cool.
calm down.
Wow.
Well, I want a different point of view. How was it like on? Because we're mostly males and you're female. How would you see it from that point of view?
Yeah.
Like
From what view?
like on the materialistic side. Like how would like going through like high school and stuff.
Well, you see, I didn't have a lot of friends.
No, but how would you see?
So
How
I don't know.
Like-
say if
Like just from seeing.
like situations over things you heard.
I don't know. I guess like people just hanging around with other people that they dress the same. Like if like people are friends when they dress the same.
Like
you know?
twinsies, like they wear
Yeah,
that
they
twins
go-
day,
they
that
twinsies.
twins day, they wear the same shirt,
Yeah,
same
like,
shoes, same.
Oh, do matching with me. Let's be superheroes. Things like that. But I don't know what you.
I'm trying. I don't know.
Also,
I don't understand.
Like if you don't
Yeah.
have long hair, you can't.
in a way,
It's
in
like,
a
like if you don't
I
have
don't think
short
I've
hair.
ever seen something like that before.
I've seen
or
it a
have
lot.
experienced it.
I've seen.
I'm
it a
just
lot
trying to see
with
it from
that,
different
from
point of
your
view.
perspective.
Why
Like,
never
But
try to hang
like how
out?
you were like weirded out, like how some guys would be like, oh, that's my girl, you shouldn't be talking to her and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
girls
wouldn't-
are weird.
Some guys do that.
Why-
Some-
why do you
not
find
all
that weird?
guys. Some
Like-
guys. We're not putting
Yeah.
the whole guys in black. No, some guys do that. Some guys have the bees to go up to a girl.
Why do you find that weird? Like why?
Find what weird?
That part of
That
like,
part of it.
Because
That it's so primitive?
Yeah, like
pretty, yeah.
like it's like calling shotgun on a car. It's messed up, but it does happen.
Yeah, it is messed up.
It does happen though.
Well, I guess girls do the same thing, but I don't think I've ever seen it happen before. You know?
You know, in the movies, where the girls be like, "Oh, that's my guy."
But that's a
It's just,
movie.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
it's a
No,
movie.
but that's
No.
that's dramatic.
it
It
is
kinda
dramatic.
like the
But that's how guys.
novellas.
That that's what guys do. You know,
Yeah.
like if you can't talk to this boy because I like that, like
Yeah.
because she likes that
I've
boy.
seen
you
a
know?
lot of relationships been messed up because like some girls, they I don't know, they be messing around. So
Oh,
some
okay.
Don't
like
we all?
the relationships will get messed up if like people will deal with other people that they're already involved with other people.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, and like if you got a friend like that, be like, I don't know, girl, I don't think I can back you up on that. I don't think
Guys
so.
are like that
You-
too,
You,
but
you
they-
were
yeah.
wrong for
Doing what you
having
did,
sex with
yeah.
that with your brother's best friend. I'm sorry.
That's messed up, and then
No.
you expect it.
Well, guys are the opposite. They be like, "Oh shit, dude!
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got that, you got that. I mean,
oh, you got it like that, shit."
but
And
then
it's weird. I don't know why we think like that.
yeah, but it is messed up. I mean, we're not just there to be like butt heads. People do know when it's like too far. It's like when you
I
did it
think
with
some people know. I think some people know until they actually really, really mess up.
yeah.
Yeah, like if a girl just wanted to be with someone, just to be with someone, be like, you go, girl. That's you. You're doing you. You feel good about
You're
it.
doing
You do you,
But
boo boo.
yeah, it's like-
Boo.
No, it's great. I don't really. I just mind my business.
Well, this is the
Yeah.
topic of relationship, though. This
Yeah.
is going to the next topic.
As in love interest, or
I've had
Yeah,
a
this
lot of
is like
people,
love
stop
relationship.
being friends due to like another
Boyfriend.
person's like social standard, like religion. Like there's a lot of like fat shaming that went on, like when you're like going through puberty and stuff.
oh yeah,
like
it's
in
awful.
middle
Girl,
school.
it's just because I was hungry.
And
That's
people
it.
are mean.
I wanted food.
Middle school
like-
is like the heyday for like
Who's your real friends? Who's
No,
got
no,
shit
no,
right?
it's just
Or, like,
mean.
Middle school is
Middle
when they
schoolers are
tested
mean.
you.
When I was in middle school, it was just football and then the people that I had around me at the time.
Honestly, I
school's
think middle
ruthless.
school was so much worse than high school.
Middle school is that like the part like ruthless, man. They
Yeah.
don't care.
It was savagery.
It was
I don't
messed
even know if that's
up.
a word, but I
Like-
just said it.
Like I had friends that they have had my back since like, cause I'm a really shy person, right? So like it's like really easy for people to take advantage of me. So I've had a lot of friends that like always like back me up and stuff. So I don't think I've ever had like fake friends like, oh, I don't want to be with you anymore because you're hanging out with them. Like I've had some people like that, but I just cut them.
I've actually had people like that where they like where over time friends would get mad at other friends and then their relationship would break off, and then they would come to me and be like, why are you still talking to them? And I'm just like, because I'm a nice person.
Yeah.
Like
I had
what
that
happened
so
between
many
y'all
times.
is not gonna destroy my
I was-
relationship with y'all. Like, whatever happened with y'all, but nothing has happened to involve me in it, so I'm not gonna depart myself because one of y'all doesn't like the other. Like,
Yeah. But like if it happens like within your family, like, oh, if you were mean to my cousin, you're cut.
yeah, that's a
Okay.
different story.
Well, family's different.
Yeah.
It's always because like that's a tighter bond. Cause you grew up with family, and not someone that you just met one random day and started talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Situations that it gets on.
Hey, what's up, dude?
What's going on?
That goes into like actual like love interest and
Yeah, that's what I
relationship.
think. That's our next upcoming topic: relationship,
relationships.
like girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Girlfriend, boyfriend.
All topics here.
All of the above.
All the
All
above.
of the above.
Relation.
others.
I'm a break, guys. He's struggling.
Okay, so
no, it's because like me and Nelly been dating for 3 years. We're heading on our 4th year,
and it's a good relationship. Like by my seeing and what I see is like you're not always fighting. You both are like,
it's a healthy relationship.
Yeah, it's a really good relationship to the point where no one's slamming doors. You know, there's headaches all over.
No, it's because me and Nelly think on the same note, like always.
Yeah. But there's parts where you're like, you know.
No, believe me, it's not all like always like running through a field of flowers and stuff.
I'm saying like when you fight, it's not like a hardcore fight. It's like a disagreement. It's just like, yo.
Oh, we don't fight. It's always. You can say it's a disagreement.
It's a disagreement.
We always try to communicate as much as possible.
That's a good relationship.
Ever since we started dating, there's always been like communication. We need to talk. If we don't talk, we're never on the same page, and that's how it leads to like.
So that's why it's not fighting. It's disagreement. But toxic relationship is like when you just want to fight with that person. You know, when you just want to fight. Yeah. And then that's all you want to do. Just pick and pick and pick until you find that good spot where you're just fighting all the time. Oh, why'd you talk to her? Why'd you like that picture? You know, or why'd you talk to them? It's something just to pick at, and that's a really
maybe
toxic.
That's probably just an excuse to break up with them.
And that's why it's so toxic.
Yeah. Like, I don't like the relationship that I'm in, and because I'm messed up in the head, I don't know how do you say it? I can't tell him, oh, I don't want to be with you no more. I don't have the same feelings. So I guess some people just try to be like, hey, I'm gonna do as much as possible for him to hate me or for her to hate me.
Yeah, and
when they break up with me, because I don't want to break up.
When I think of that, it's like just do it. You know, it's not. It's rather just break up. You know, if you're in that relationship, just do it. Yeah, but
and then they come. I don't know. The one that always I see is like, oh, but I'm in love with him.
You're not.
I'm in love with him, even though he hits me. I'm in love with him.
Oh, that's.
I've seen stuff like that too.
That's really.
In my opinion, that to me is trying to see the good in somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how I could see it as. I mean, I would understand.
I understand what you're trying to look for.
Yeah.
I understand that you're trying to fix whatever they have going on.
That's how I am.
It's just something that's not gonna happen. You know, if it didn't happen then, it's not gonna happen now. Sorry, wake up.
I mean, but for some people, they keep on hoping.
It's not gonna happen.
Sometimes it does change eventually, and it does come out for the better. And
but that's if they're willing.
But yeah, that's
if they're willing, they might say they will. You can't just go, hey.
Sometimes it's the fault of one of them, or not one of them. How do I say that? Sometimes if it's like boy girl, girl girl, boy boy, like sometimes it's.
If they're hitting you on a constant, like if they're just hitting you every day, no matter what, like if you even the smallest thing, you just leave immediately.
Should, but it's easier said than done.
I mean, it's hard. I know it's hard. Maybe you should like. I'm just saying it's just a toxic relationship. It's something that you shouldn't be in.
People don't even have family to turn to. They don't have nobody.
They can always go to the numbers that are there to talk to.
Yeah, totally.
Safe line.
Because I don't want them to be like, you know, maybe I do see the better. You know, what if they do get better? And they might not. They might not want to change.
Yeah. No, some people are just not willing to change.
They're hard-headed. And
very much so.
And then again, for some people, it's more said, like lifestyle and how they were raised and everything.
Yeah.
But that's something different.
It's just, I know it's, like people are trying to find that goodness in them, but if it's not there, it's not there, and you're not going to find it.
I mean, sometimes people just love the idea of falling in love, and it's just not. You're falling in love with an idea. You're not falling in love with a person.
Yeah, and I hate the point where I don't know if you ever like the romantic movies. They're always putting out like the dream boy, the one that's always.
He's not real.
Yeah, he's not real.
The one that don't exist.
You know what? No. Don't listen to him. He's very real.
No, he's not real. He's not real. Because you're always I'm not saying women in general, but people who like I watch romantic movies. I watch any type of movies. I'm a big movie fan. You know, I like old school romantic movies. I like old action movies. You know, I'm down for whatever. I love movies. But I always feel like they're always putting a dream person, like the hero. You know, they're always pushing it. And
I mean, that's what they get paid for.
Yeah, they're always pushing it, but it's not realistic though.
Yeah,
that's not.
No.
Fabian's like, Fabian's like, y'all everything, but
Uh-huh,
it's
yeah.
it's
Maybe the
ideas.
scenes aren't realistic, but you do want to be with somebody that, you know, has like those qualities, you know, like
qualities,
oh,
but not every
they-
single
Well,
one of
also,
them.
it could also
There's no
be
Prince Charming.
feeling, too.
exactly.
There is no
Everyone
Prince
knows
Charming.
That. They're not gonna be like. It's not
But
like
people want that. People
Of course
want
they
that
want
Prince
that.
Charming.
Who doesn't?
It's.
Do
I'm
you
just.
not?
Well,
I
then
don't
again,
want
it
that.
also
I don't
goes-
want.
You don't want
I don't
that?
want a princess who's hopeless in a tower.
Yeah.
And wants
You
me
gonna
to go
change the
save
whole
them.
this time.
I'm not gonna go save a princess from a
you
tower.
don't watch like other movies where like, wow, this girl is really awesome. I
They're
wish
always
I had a
sick.
girlfriend like that.
They're always sick.
Your girlfriends. The
They're
people you
always
want to be
sick.
with are always sick.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying is like
Okay.
the movies that I see, or like the romantic movies, are like either one of them is really sick and they fall in love, and then it ends at the, like one of them dies at the end, or like they live in a romantic setting. It's not gonna happen. I
didn't
feel
do
like
that with the vow.
Those ideas,
She just lost her
those ideas are not real. Is
They
what
are
I feel.
real.
No, the
It
ideas
depends.
are real, but also it's feelings too. Sometimes the people just want to feel that.
No, I get that.
instead
I'm
of
saying like
actually-
there is true love out there. I understand there's true love. I'm just saying the ideas that people are putting out there for men to look like
Okay, yeah.
that's like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
men.
Oh.
You know?
And that's just then that just goes back to like societal views that people have on.
Yeah,
others.
that's back to societal views. To me, a relationship is just something you have to work at. I mean, it's like there's days where it's gonna be like really hard, and then there's other days where it's like, oh my god, it's the best moment of my life, and I never want to change
If you're
it.
willing to work with a relationship and they're both on that work, like if they're working together, it's a good relationship. If one's just trying to work it out and the other one's like,
Keyword,
okay.
patience.
Patience, yes,
Literally.
patience.
I mean, we've been the patience been there.
Oh yeah. But patience is a
Like,
big thing too.
Till this day, I'm still trying to. It's been what, 3 years? I'm still trying to find the right person. I don't want to just go into every single one in a relationship, get my heart broken, and get her heart broken, and
Well,
like it's
I mean-
just so messed
I mean,
up.
but-
I don't want to
well,
go.
yeah.
Like I don't like going through those moments where I'm just like, do I want to be with her? It's like, no, I'm trying to really find the right person.
But how do you know if you will find the right person if you don't talk to them? You know.
I do talk to him. Like I'm like, I don't want to go to in like a deep committed, fully relationship until I know them.
But sometimes that's the
quality-wise.
only way you can figure it out.
Yeah, like I didn't.
To be honest
Yeah.
with you,
Like I didn't know I wanted to be with her, but I just said yes because, fuck it.
It's just like go. It's just like,
Okay, and it turned out well.
and then back then I was kind of
yeah.
I
Starts
was out
with an
there.
H.
I was out there for a bit. I mean, I dated a lot of people, you could say.
Until you found the right person. I understand that,
I
but
told
it's just
him-
like I've been through like heartbreaks and like it's
Oh,
just,
definitely. You're always gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah.
through a heartbreak.
But
That's
I don't-
inevitable.
I don't want to go through that again. So I'm like trying to find like
inevitable.
okay, it's
Sometimes you do need to go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately, I haven't been through that, so.
I try my best.
like
I try my
work.
best.
It's work.
No, but I've been through a really bad heartbreak.
Not work.
before.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it just takes a heartbreak to figure out, like, okay,
Yeah. And you have to
no,
get
this is
that.
this is what I want in a person, you know.
It's just, I don't like going through it, and I understand.
Oh yeah, it's
so-
very shitty. It's a very shitty
Yeah.
thing to feel, but I mean, over time you just kind
Right
of
now,
have to
I'm just
like.
chilling. You know?
You chilling?
Yeah, I'm chilling. It's just
I mean, I'm pretty
Just chilling
sure.
and getting toasted with this Texas heat.
I'm pretty sure Fabian been through a heartbreak.
Actually, no.
No, damn.
Dang.
No.
Fabian,
I
what's your
didn't go
secret?
through a heartbreak, but I did
Fabian,
go
what's
through
your
trouble.
secret?
Did you? What was the bad relationship that you had?
We're putting you out
Keep
there.
it PG.
We're
Oh,
putting
then
you out
keep it
there.
PG.
No,
Yeah,
I
keep-
mean, well, the worst
keep
one
PG
you
for the-
already
Shoot,
know
what
was
happened?
with Drake.
The singer?
The singer?
Did he sing good?
Yeah, the one that reps
Oh.
Houston. Not just joking. No, well, it was with him.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what happened with him.
Good.
It's just a heartbreak
Oh
at the
no,
moment.
it was just things that I didn't want. He wanted, and
He wanted the.
I didn't want to give up the.
You wanted the
All
other
wanted those
part.
vitamin
That's all he
Ds.
wanted. He just wanted one thing, and if y'all didn't get it by now, well, y'all need to catch up. But if y'all did, yeah, he just wanted that one thing, and that's not what I wanted. You know, it was.
You
I
wanted
wanted
Canadian
more.
bacon.
Oh my god! No, I'm just joking.
Inside joke. Inside joke.
Inside jokes.
But yeah, he just wanted that one thing, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted, you know, of course, much more. I wanted.
The question I have is like how long did you know? Like how long did it took you to figure out like okay I don't want to be in it?
Well, we were together for 6 months. Probably like halfway.
Halfway through it,
Yeah.
and it took you 3 months.
Yeah. No. Well,
It'd be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that.
It took 3 months. Yeah.
Then
It took 3 months. I mean, like, I caught on. Thankfully, like, I caught on real quick. But I was just one of those, like, I was just, like, hoping that he would change, you know? And once I realized, and I was just like, okay, then that's when
I feel like some people don't realize that. I feel like some people just kind of go into that spiral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's all up to feeling, you know. That's how I look at it. If you don't feel like it's the right person, or it doesn't feel right.
That's how I feel. Like, that's how I want to find the girl that I maybe want to start dating. Because, like, I'd rather be friends for a little bit and then see if it goes well from being friends.
Cause like, for us, like, I understood that, like, he was, like, heartbroken, so I was like, you sure?
Bad.
Like,
It was
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. You don't ever just want to jump into something real quick, you know?
Yeah.
I've wanted to be with, like, girls who were, like, way out of my league. And,
I mean, my point is, no girl is out of your league. None at all. Everything goes. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I say mentally.
Yeah, mentally, yeah. Like, it's not like, oh, I can't be with her because she has more money than me. It's
No.
Oh, I can't be with her because she thinks about herself too much. And I wish that she would think about others more.
Right.
I
think it's a mental mindset about that. Like, you can't say a girl's out of your league or, like, a guy's out of your league. It's just, like, different sets of mind.
It's just
Yeah, I
all
understand.
about trying it out.
Try it out.
Try it out.
I mean, most of the things you don't know until you actually do try stuff out.
I mean, but again, you don't, like, pressure yourself into doing it.
Yeah.
You know, you do it whenever you're ready.
And, like, if you have people,
Your
like, the
pace.
people, like, how do you say, the girls in my generation are either, like, wanting something different nowadays.
just
And, like,
cougar.
Expecting
I'm
a
just
little
kidding.
more.
where the
Are you saying,
58's
What,
at?
are you saying, like, expecting more than what you can give kind of deal, or?
No, it's like,
I think people do that.
Yeah, because
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, a lot of people in society do that, and
Like, they expect so much from a person.
Oh
that
no,
can
yeah,
only,
yeah.
like-
I understand that part. Like, I know people, you know,
well,
have
but yeah,
situations.
that's what
Like,
was
I
saying,
understand
is
that,
what-
but I'm saying, like, if you're just wanting to be out there, like, I want a person who knows me as me. I know them as them. I want somebody who connects with me. I want.
Oh, so you don't want something like what, superficial? Is that what you say?
Exactly.
No, but that's what he meant
superficial.
by,
Like, I want
getting
somebody
to know
who-
them first as a
Oh,
friend.
Yeah, I
okay.
want to get to know. Like, I'm not saying
that
I just.
also goes back to, like, the movie thing. Like, don't you think, like, maybe, like, if that situation was real, doesn't it look like those people are in love?
It looks
despite
like that.
anything?
But I'm saying as, like,
So do you think
I-
people
I'd
don't
rather
necessarily
be
want
friend-
the person, but want the relationship?
The idea of it.
The
I think
idea.
it falls more to, like,
Yeah.
being the idea, you know?
Because
You're
I'm sure
in-
they're like, oh, I don't want to fall in love with Prince Charming, like an actual prince.
Yeah, no. When I say that,
That's
that's like
hard.
people who actually want. I'm saying that for the people who actually want to be with Prince Charming, like people who are actually looking for that Prince Charming. What I'm saying is, like, some details are right, some details are wrong.
I think most of it is BS.
That's like, I'm
Just
just
because-
saying on that line. I know you're never gonna find the person you want to be with for the rest of your life.
Oh,
Or sometimes you do, but I'm
everybody
saying
has
like
flaws.
that, you know, flaws.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I just don't want to be there and then be like I made the wrong decision.
Of course not.
No, like
So
I
that's
said,
why I'm
it's-
saying, like, I'm trying to find the person that I want to, like, I
But
want a
then
best friend
whenever-
first.
Whenever you find that person and, like, it might be that person, you can't be questioning yourself like, oh, what if it's not this person? 'Cause
No,
if it
then
ends
I
up
would
being
ask him.
that it was this person.
Then I would ask him. You
No,
know,
it's
I would
it's
pop the
something that
question.
takes time.
Yeah,
It's like
I know. Trust me, I know that. 3 years in it.
it
I
takes
know.
time. Like, it's the
There's
relationship
people who-
me and Nelly build. It's just something that happened over time. Like, it just, believe me, we went through the lovey-dovey stage, and it was just like, oh, you know,
this, that, and it's like,
Not
it gets
even,
old.
like,
I don't even want
crazy
that.
being anxious all the time.
well, I mean, we have a lovey-dovey. Everybody has a lovey-dovey stage.
Yeah.
I don't want to
It
be
goes
that.
it goes to like, oh, I love you, you love me, and it goes back and forth for like the next like
to I hate you, get away from me.
No, it comes
I
down.
don't want that. I don't
to
want
me,
to
it really
put
comes
that
down
out
to
there.
communication.
Yeah.
Like if you don't talk to your
Yeah.
partner,
But
if you don't talk to your friends,
you started becoming friends, right? When you started hating, you started becoming friends, and then best friends, and then to a point where you're just like, yeah, she's the one, right?
Took a while.
Okay, and
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like
Took
I
a
don't.
while.
Took a
I'd rather
while.
be friends.
It took me to come back full circle.
I'd rather be friends
Took a whole 360.
and like go through like the bad with them, the good when we're friends, and then to understand that.
Well, I mean, we really didn't go through bad when we were friends.
Like if they had a bad day.
Because we didn't
Not
really even
really.
talk.
Oh, okay,
we weren't even talking as friends.
Like
for that long.
I have people who like I have bad days, and then I talk to them.
Oh, of course.
And,
I mean,
like,
everybody's gonna have bad
their
days. Like,
situations.
I mean, with certain friends, you're like, oh, I had a
You'll
bad
be
day.
there.
I'll
Yeah.
be there.
That's like friend zone, like
But
not
our-
friend zone, but friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, sometimes it can. I mean, we didn't start like that. It took us a while before we started talking.
Like actually talking.
Like,
or just
actually
period,
talking.
like friend?
But yeah,
Because it would have been like one text here,
But-
one text
No,
there.
but we texted a lot, and then
That was it. Yeah.
yeah, that was it.
there's
Yeah.
And then it came.
And
there's
then,
the
started
good.
talking.
and then he hit me up again. I was like, oh, this.
This
Okay.
guy. Oh my gosh. I'm like.
I'm like, really?
But that
Darn.
does like that describes the good and the bad if you're in a relationship. Well, not all of it, but it describes what I think about it. Anyways, what's the next topic?
Oh no, I still want to keep going.
You wanna go with this one?
I like this topic. I think we should still keep
Oh,
talking.
okay.
about it.
So
I mean,
we
there's
did
so
do the
many-
good, the bad though. The bad is where I want to go like towards more lean, because we still need to
Well,
see
we kinda
about.
we went wild with this.
Yeah, no,
We
because
did a little
there's still
good and
somewhere.
bad, but-
Okay, there's somewhere they're just like in it for the physical part of it, and the
Well,
other
yeah.
person isn't. But if they're both on the physical part, I mean, they're both in the physical part. There's no problem with that.
I never seen a relationship like that.
You never seen a person say, "Okay, I want you for this," and then don't talk to anybody else.
Oh no, I mean, I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. I only want you because you
Well,
have
then
this,
that's
but
a
don't talk to
relationship.
nobody else.
But then that's like.
But I get to
but
talk to somebody else.
That's like
But
crazy.
you're not my girlfriend, or you're like you're not my boyfriend,
Oh,
so you
okay.
can't do this.
That's
to me.
where-
What I'm
it's
saying is
toxic.
like, okay, I want this physical thing from you. You can't talk to nobody else, but I can.
Ugh.
You telling me
I'm
that's
not-
not toxic?
No,
You saying that's not toxic?
I
That's
seen
very
relationships like that.
Okay, that's what I'm
I think
saying.
that's like really bad.
It's really bad.
I seen that happen with a couple
That's
of my
like
friends.
controlling.
It's messed up,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. If you have that situation, maybe you should stop that.
You
But
jump
but
out.
I'm saying like, if we're physically, just doing it, you can talk to somebody else. I can talk to somebody else. I guess that's okay. I mean, you're both in it. But if she's
Yeah.
like madly in love, he's madly in love, and you just have them there to be there, but not let them talk to anybody else, and you get mad at that.
I think when you start setting boundaries, that's where it starts getting bad.
Yeah.
Because I always told Nelly, like, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
If
I
you're-
don't want to set boundaries.
Yeah. If you
When you start setting boundaries, that's when you start making everything really narrow.
yeah,
and,
it's like I can't do this,
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like
Yeah.
I understand that. Like when I was like the person who's like, okay, don't talk to that. I don't like that. And then now I'm like, if that happens, it's just like,
Like,
okay.
it's because
If
like
you're-
I
if you're with
have
me, you're with me. You know?
I have my friends, my relationships with my friends, and
Yeah.
she has her relationship with her friends, and it just.
I understand that. But there's
I think it's like when you start setting boundaries, that's where it gets toxic. I think that's where it starts.
That's
Like,
where
when-
I'm saying like
when you
if
start putting boundaries, and on certain things, that's where things start getting like a little like you're starting to pot a little bit. You kind of like.
Yeah.
you're trying to make something like trying.
I mean, there's some boundaries that like okay,
It's gotta
it's
be set.
it's way too far.
like you there's some boundaries where like
You can't go to strip club.
there's
No, I think it's just like a respectful thing. Like, oh, please don't go out like to a club without me because I'm scared that I don't trust your friends or something. I'm scared that something might happen to you if
they're
I'm not
pushing
there.
it.
Things like that.
But I mean, you should know. Like, once,
Yeah, if you
in
know,
a relationship, you should know. Like,
Yeah,
okay, I can't
yeah.
do this certain things because I'm already in a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, some people don't get the hint. Sometimes you gotta tell them.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you mentally you should know. Like, okay, I shouldn't be fucking around with like 8 different girls. I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like-
you should know that.
that's the point. That's the point I was trying to say. Like, it's toxic to do that.
Or
to
guys.
somebody. Yeah.
Or guys. It could go both ways. I mean,
Or
that's what I mean. And, like, mentally, you already have set boundaries in your head. Like you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. That's just from you. Like, okay, if you want this from your partner, I should respect her enough. And like, okay, I want these boundaries for myself and her, and we be on the same page. Basically, that comes down to communication. As always.
I get what you're saying there, and it's, I guess, how do you say, it's hard for people to know when that's happening when it's just in secret.
Right. Yeah. If you start keeping things to yourself and not telling your partner, or even to your friends, like, you just kind of like, you basically putting these walls up.
Yeah.
You basically like, okay. Even with friends, like if you say, okay, my family doesn't like you when you touch this or you move this or you start touching the things that we have here.
That's boundaries.
And then maybe in their household they do that.
Yeah. And
maybe when they come over, you have to be like, all right, you done it. I'm gonna have to tell you. And if they don't buy those boundaries, you can be like, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toodles.
It's like if you go through my fridge without asking me if I can go through, like, if that's like, it's personal. It gets personal there. It's like if you go through my drawers and you're just taking out my shirts.
Well, I mean, some people don't know that, you know.
Yeah, I understand that, and it's like, it's hard. I mean, it's not hard. It's just boundaries considered from that.
Yeah. Sorry for the edit. We had a situation. Back to what we were talking about boundaries. Have y'all ever felt some boundaries that y'all had that was been placed that y'all didn't like, or boundaries that y'all did like, or boundaries that y'all think is necessary?
Boundary. I don't know. I kind of knew where my boundaries were. Like, I knew what was right, what was wrong, but I think I set boundaries that were like a little bit. No. You know what? I did. I knew what was right and wrong. I couldn't, because if they went to parties, I understand. Like, it's parties. Go ahead, do what you want. But like, my boundaries were like, if you're just around, like, just trying to, like, if you're flirting with other dudes, just tell me about it.
I mean, some people just have that demeanor of flirting.
Yeah, it's just like, they say they don't mean it, but it's like, it's kind of messed up.
Some people just flirt.
Like,
just
if people
because
flirt with me, I don't even notice.
It's just like, oh, okay, cool.
I'm completely like blind to
I'm
it.
blind
just
to
like,
it
what
until
are
you
talking
tell
about?
me. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, cool.
No, the whole thing was Marco.
Oh, Marco.
Marco knows.
Marco, where are you?
That's another topic.
Marco knows.
Marco's.
Marco. No, actually, with my other ex, not the one I was talking about earlier, peeps.
Who?
You know which one.
That's my thing.
Okay.
That one.
That's okay.
With him, there was a few times that was when my brother used to take me out to the club.
Right.
And he would get so upset with me because he thought,
Oh, you're just there to be a fluky.
Yeah. But I was like, no. It's because my brother was very supportive of me, of me being gay. So, and he also has like a few friends that are bi and lesbian and gay as well,
Others.
So yeah.
And others.
So
not others, but
well, yeah, others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No, so like when I came out, he was just like, okay, like, he's like, he still showed me the brother love, like, most people don't normally have, so I was very fortunate with that. But anyways, so he had invited me with his friends, and he was like, do you want to go, because I had turned 18 and I had my ID, so he was like, it will be an experience, and we'll all be there, like, so I was like, sure, and when I was with my ex at the time, he was so not into it because he thought otherwise, and he was like, oh no, he's like, I know what happens over there. And
I know what happened
good
at the
for
club.
you, but I know what I'm gonna be doing, and it's not what you think I'm gonna be doing. Like,
getting free drinks. What's good?
And I was just like,
Being poured out.
I mean, when you think like that and you don't, I guess, have trust in a way, it's just.
Oh, trust is another thing that's so important.
I guess, like, with trust, it could also have a downfall in a relationship.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like other people's. It's not their business. Like, if you're going through like something and you're just like, you don't want them to know.
If they're your
trust.
girlfriend, then they
but like
you want to let them
well,
know.
That's where communication comes in.
Yeah, that's where it comes in. But there's some situations that it's like, I don't know. It's not like shareable.
Shareable.
Yeah, like girlfriend wise, it's not shareable. Wife wise, it is.
No, I think anything. It doesn't
No,
matter if
I
your
mean-
girlfriend or
No,
what.
no, no. Like your
Yeah.
personal reason, personal life. I think like any other social media, whatever. Yeah, I think it's go ahead.
Oh.
But, like other reasons is
That's social media is different.
it's other reasons is like that's
your
what
personal
I feel.
stuff. It's called
I had to-
personal for a reason.
Yeah.
But if you trust someone enough to be like, I could tell you mostly everything.
Yeah. Like I'm saying,
Like, I don't
what
have-
I'm trying
I
to
don't-
explain is like I don't want to go to my girlfriend and just be like, yeah, I just took the biggest dump. Like that's
You
like,
don't?
You don't?
No.
What are you doing? That's not a good
That's a
relationship.
conversation
No, it's
starter.
not.
What are you
It's
talking
like,
about?
nah.
Dude, there's
just
days
a-
where I'm just like, dude, this morning I took the biggest
No,
fucking
I'm-
shit. Oh my god, it felt glorious.
I can tell that. I can tell that to y'all. Like y'all are my friends, and like I'm
Man,
down.
I tell that to
I'd rather
Nelly
be
sometimes.
proper.
I'm
right?
like,
I'm a proper person. Like if I'm with my girlfriend, or I'd rather be proper. Like I gotta be really like comfortable. Until
Oh,
that point,
yeah.
it's like that.
I
Until
don't
that
know.
point, dude, where I get really comfortable, it's all share. But
I don't
like
know,
I'm saying, personal
at
life
this
when it's
point-
just the girlfriend, like you're barely starting, it's like nah.
Oh, when you're barely starting,
Yeah.
no.
Well,
When
yeah,
you're
of
barely
course,
starting,
but-
it's a lovey-dovey stage. Always.
I don't like that.
You're always gonna be like,
I don't-
you're cute because of this, and this, and this, and
I
this,
don't
and
like that
this,
part.
and then you're you're cute because of this,
Let's
and
hold
this, and this.
let's hold hands.
Let's do 21
let's hold
questions, hold hands.
Let's
like,
walk
you know.
down.
That's the lovey-dovey stage. Once you get out the lovey-dovey stage, it's kind of like
That's when the real deal kind of hits more.
I'm down if you
Lovey-dovey
come over
is
and just
just
watch
more
TV
like-
and leave. That's all. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Just like come over,
when
watch
you
TV.
start enjoying the presence of that person like
Yeah.
every day, and you know, like, okay, I really want to be with this person. It just you kind of just it clicks. Like I want to be with this person like every day. It's just like I mean, some days where it can't happen, but like you just know you get the feeling
Yeah.
of just like doesn't matter. I'm gonna be with this person every day. Doesn't matter at the end of my life. I know. It's just there.
Hopefully I'll be rich by then too. No, just joking.
Well, and the thing about comfort, once you start getting comfortable, like after a while, you just be like, man, I took a big shit this morning.
It's
glorious.
just like
And
glorious.
it happens. Like, it's like,
It's like talking about my shit.
I think that's when you make it. When you start talking about like,
yeah.
Damn,
When you can
man,
actually
just
say
like,
things
yeah.
like that in that kind of sense, or like
Yeah. Or, like the,
If
the
you're for- if-
person
if-
you love can be like the greatest person. Like you hold them in such a high regard, but they can also be such the most
Savage.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I never met this person before.
I can be a very disgusting person sometimes.
and you can be really like.
bro, he didn't shower today. No, just
Nah.
joking. No, I'm just joking.
Oh wow.
Oh, I'm putting out like that, man. It's-
No.
I still
Well,
got
then again,
time
I
left.
wasn't even here in the morning.
I still got time left.
If you're far into
No.
this conversation, like you went through this and you're at this part,
Thank
congrats.
you.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you for the view. we really appreciate you that you're at
We-
this point of the podcast.
We really appreciate you guys.
We appreciate
really
you.
appreciate you.
No, I think, I mean, I've been like here out of all of us, I'm the one that's been in me and Nelly been in the longest relationships, but
You got that right. Yeah.
I still think even short-term relationship, there's always something you can hold on to, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, not in a bad way. There's always going to be like things that you don't like about your partner, or things you really like about your partner. But I really do hope like things that you love about your partner is going to outweigh the things that you don't like.
And also don't use the things that you don't like to just end it right then and there. Like
And
you
something you gotta grow with. Something that has to.
yeah, it's something that you have to either get used to, or you just have to.
Because you can't just
not
go,
let it bother you.
just
in a
go,
way.
oh, she doesn't cook right, or oh, she doesn't want to cook. It's just like.
yeah.
Dad.
It's just
If it's
like-
something you can improve upon, work at it.
Yeah.
You know?
If she can't cook, you can't cook either. I don't know what you're talking about.
Takeout.
It's like
Duh, microwave.
microwave's easy.
Ramen's always a good
Sandwiches.
choice.
Sandwiches, hot pockets.
That's the type of
dogs,
I'm not gonna lie. That's
hot
the
dogs. There you go.
If she can't cook, we cook together. Like
That's what we
it's
do.
a thing that we learn together.
yeah.
If I
Yeah.
can't read, she can read. She can. I'm not playing. If it's
It's
like
a
that,
journey.
yeah, go ahead.
To me, it's a point to where like it's a journey with y'all. You know, when you're in a relationship, it's a journey. You made the commitment to be like, okay, my journey is gonna be with your journey.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a journey you're both doing.
And there's the type and then there goes the like understanding what your person, because this is the like kind of a mental health situation, like what we're talking about, and it's it goes with anxiety. Like if you know your partner has anxiety and you want to go out every time, and they're just like they can, but they rather stay home.
Yeah.
It's maybe going to smaller places.
Also
understanding them.
Also taking it step by step.
It's just like
no, but that goes down to friends too.
Yeah, friends.
You know, I mean, I know that you have very severe anxiety, and I already know, like, once you tell me, like, I can't do it, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah. Like when you
know,
on certain situations, I know I seen it. You're like, okay, you don't want to do it, cool. I won't ask you till the next time, or like, if you look well enough to do it. Like I understand, like I seen that, and I appreciate that, and like it's like going, hey, you wanna go to this party, and they're like, no, I don't feel right at the I don't feel right going. Try to understand. Don't be like, oh, you know what, it's gonna be fun. It's like don't want to go. They don't want to go. Yeah. It's like, oh, you're not about it. You ain't with it. It's just like, no, understand.
No, peer pressure doesn't help.
Peer pressure does not help.
I try to do it with Fabian sometimes, but that's just me playing around. But
sometimes it's
I
like
cry sometimes. No.
It's emotional.
It's emotional.
It's just hard.
Even with Nelly, like if Nelly's like, oh, I don't want to do it, I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah, I really don't want to do things like that.
Nelly's like,
if I say I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. I feel uncomfortable.
So when Robert goes, I don't want to go there. Is it like, do you like try to make him go, or do you like understand?
I try to make him go. It's not like.
It's not like okay.
I don't know, like.
Smaller, like if it's a big place, do you like fully try to make him go?
Well, I probably wouldn't want to go.
So it's like if I don't.
No. Like okay, the mall that like here it's like small. I don't mean no one goes, but like just to go like pick up some clothes, would you try to make him go?
Well, if a trip somewhere with me and Nelly is not a trip for everybody. I mean, no, it's a trip for me and her.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
it
trying
doesn't make me anxious to be out in public. What things make me anxious is like when I get anxious, I'll make Roberto pay. Even if it's my money, you pay. Because I don't want to go up to. I don't want to go up to them.
You don't want to make a conversation with them, just like.
No, I'm getting anxious right now thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
And I don't know why. He's like, why you go do it? I'm just
if
like,
I don't know you, I hate being around you.
Please.
I mean, I just say it, just playing around, but at the end of the day, I already know I'm gonna do it. Sometimes. Cause I get anxious too.
Just like, no, you do it.
I mean, we're both. I guess we both shy people, and
to me, I'm not shy. It's just that I get impacted. Like I get realization of what's going on. Like if there's so many people, I realize that so many possibilities can go wrong. I'm paranoid.
Paranoid.
Well, that's paranoid. With me, I'm a shy person as well, but I hate it when people say that I'm really good at communicating. Because going back to the compliment,
I mean, you do it as fear. I would say, like, you do it just. Well,
then again, that's also what helps me with my job too, because I'm rarely talking to people, but when I do, it's like it's the experience that I need. It's kind of helping me, but at the same time, I'm forced to do it.
Well, I mean, communication doesn't mean you're a social person.
It just means that you're good at it, and
I mean, you're just really good with words.
Yeah, you really.
Because I don't even know why I have anxiety. Like I get really nervous. Like if Roberto, I remember one time he introduced me to somebody, or I don't even know where we were at. I think we were like at a poetry thing, and I was just like, oh, come say hi to this person. They're my friend, blah blah blah. And I just felt like really pushed in. Like really like in, and I remember just going to the restroom and like going like panicking. I was like, oh fuck.
With like a spotlight on you kind of deal, like
yeah, I was low-key crying, and I don't even know why. Like I like in my head, like I think about it, I'm like that's like weird. Like why do I feel that way?
Yeah,
it's like a panic attack. Yeah, I get that whenever like I'm in social places.
Freaking out. No.
Like if I don't have somebody that I know next to me. It's hard. It's like whoa, I don't have that.
Man.
Whoa, bro. It's hard. That's why I try to make friends where I go. That's why I think I'm good at socializing.
Yeah.
To make friends to like help me out, but then again I hate socializing because my anxiety freaks me out.
It's not even that I don't not like socializing. I just don't feel like, I think I just feel like too selfish, I guess, like like I hold myself in such a high regard. Like, oh, is this person worth my time?
Yeah.
Like, why would I waste my time talking to them?
Yeah, they're
I'm only gonna
bums.
see them in like
Plebs.
I'm only gonna see them like for 3 minutes.
They ain't
Why would I
about
want
it.
to talk to them?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that too.
It's
I
just
think
like,
mine goes the other way. I think I'm like, oh, they're not gonna think they're gonna like me. Like sometimes in certain situations, like I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna disappoint this person as much as possible, just because like I know.
It's just like, yeah,
that's how my mind works.
Yeah,
so, like,
your mind really does work like that.
like I feel like I'm gonna be a disappointment. That's where my anxiety comes from. Like that's where like peak of my anxiety. Like when people tell me like, oh, go do this, I know you'd be good at it, and then if I'm not good to their standards,
it's like disappointment.
that's
Yeah,
where my
there's
palms get
disappointment
sweaty,
to you, yeah.
my knees weak, arms.
Mom spaghetti.
That's where my anxiety comes from the most. Or when we went to the graduation, I was flipping out
Oh yeah.
the whole time I was there.
At my brother's graduation, we were like in the middle section of everybody too.
I
Like when I'm like that, I don't even get nervous. I'm just like,
I'll get very.
where's Leslie at?
I get.
Like, where's she at?
I get very
Put the
nervous.
I do
Batman sign
too.
up.
I do
Where
too.
you-
Around like situations like that, I get very nervous. I have no reason to be nervous, but I am.
At a parade, I get really nervous. At a parade, it's
When I was in the Christmas
I hear
parade,
so
oh my God.
many.
I was with Miss Diana because that's when we were doing when I was doing the 15s with everybody. She had asked if we can, because she was gonna be in the parade, like promoting, her business and everything. So she had asked us if we wanted to be in it. I was like, yeah, sure. And I was all excited. And then once we started walking, I was like, oh, shit.
You know
No,
what? You know what I really
okay.
hate
But I mean,
about school? It's sitting in class, and you're just like it's so like it's just mainly quiet, and you're just there like stretching and like you're just I don't know. It's weird. You want to tap, you want to make noise because it's so quiet. You just want to like bang.
Yeah.
You want to
Bang
bang your
everything.
book.
Some kind of
no,
noise.
I actually hated the loud classes. I really loved my very quiet classes.
I can't.
Actually, that's where I got more.
I gotta
work
have at least
because
a little
I didn't
bit
think
talk.
to myself like these people are stupid. I didn't have those like comments in my head,
If
so I
people
was
were
actually
being
able to
loud,
do
I was like, okay, they won't notice me.
See,
Because they're
like,
being
I
so
in a
loud.
way too. Yeah.
When that
So,
happens,
like,
I use
if
the
it was-
restroom a lot.
If it was
When it's
quiet,
quiet, it's just like restroom. I gotta go.
I love the smaller classes because like when it's loud, I get really like
impatient.
there you go, impatient.
I
Okay, the
low-key
same way you
concentrate
feel
more.
with loudness is the same way I feel with quietness.
Yeah, but I mean, talking about like these different social situations, how do you make relationships? Like if you're in a big crowd, your anxiety, and you're like, I need to get out, right?
What I
But
do?
what is the best ground for making relationships? Like, where's the best place?
Like the
what-
best place to make
like
a
the
friend
best
from that?
mindset.
I would say the best, like what I'm getting that from is like the best place to make a friend from all of that. So what I basically do is that people close to me. Whoa,
What?
whoa,
Sorry, I was yawning, peeps.
whoa.
Continue.
Okay, so the people like at least like a circle around me is I choose who's like the one talking, but not talking too much, but not talking too less. It's just a normal talk. They're just having a proper conversation. I'll go up to them and like kind of like ask for like opinions and stuff like that. That's all
Right.
I'm saying.
Fabian?
Babe,
What? What's going on?
What's your ideal like place to be to make friends?
My ideal place, not at school. Let's say that. No.
I think online.
Actually,
online's a good place to make friends.
I mean, online is
but
kinda
I like the
different.
Oh,
physical,
personal.
I like the
Personal.
physical
Okay.
reactions too as well.
When we're both in a situation we can't get out of. I feel like those are the best type of friends.
Well, yeah.
Like if we're like stuck in class and like there's
I mean,
no
how many
there's,
times we were stuck in class for a fire drill?
and you make that conversation with somebody like, what do you think about this and that? I'm not talking about the person who's like, oh, this class is boring. It's like not the really type of person I want to talk to. But,
I don't need all that negativity
Yeah,
in my
it's
life,
like,
sir.
dude, this class is
Good
good.
job.
Nah, it's just like I believe that's the good place to make friends when you're like in a situation you both feel the same way. It's like, you talk about different stuff rather than just talking about that situation that you're in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this teacher's trash. That girl next to us, it smells, but like that's negative.
I actually had that happen. Actually, when was it a tornado warning that we were stuck in fourth period, like and they served us lunch because we were supposed to go to lunch.
Oh, that was junior year, right?
Yeah, junior year.
We had a tornado warning?
Yeah, because we had this.
I'm gonna start taking my own lunch.
Oh, she did. I remember that.
Yeah, because we had like this thunderstorm that was so heavy, and there was like heavy winds, and apparently there was a tornado storm that was, a tornado warning that was going on. So they kept us. They kept us in the class like for so long. It was actually
we burned through like 2 periods.
That actually happened.
2, 3.
Me, one of my brother's ex-girlfriend, we were like sitting right next to each other, and then we had another friend. Like it was us 3 in that row because we were in. BIM was like, what is BIM? It's like
business info management.
Yeah, that was in that so too. It was just a class full of computers, and it was like 3 to a row. You know, it was we were all spaced out. So it was like all of us talking, and actually because we were stuck in there, like we got to talk to more people than what we normally did throughout the day. Like throughout our regular times,
really
like you know,
because
it was a quiet class, and we don't like everybody sat just to who they clicked with, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, like we all had something to talk about because of one, there was a tornado warning going around, and then 2, we were all hungry and starving, and then that's when they gave us boo-boo lunches. So
off school,
they gave us boo-boo lunches, and I was like,
I had a fun time during that thunderstorm.
That was interesting because like whenever like you're in like the like AP classes, you're usually like in the people who are in like the AP classes like from freshman year, they're there till like senior year, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So like, because I think we were stuck in those classes, right?
We were stuck with the top people in our class.
So we were just like kind of knew everybody. So that was interesting.
Like when you start doing AP classes, like if you start doing AP classes like freshman year, you already know everybody.
Mm-hmm. Like most of them will be there.
Most of them.
If not everybody, but most. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be repetitive. It's gonna be the same people because you already know.
So I guess that's for like social like who do you want to talk to? Who do you don't want to talk to?
I think the best people that you can make friends with, like personally for me, because of like my personality and whatever, is like people that hold like the same values as you.
Yeah.
Because like if you don't have the same values as me.
Like the same morals?
Yeah, morals, values. If you don't,
or if you come from the same background,
respect the same things, I can't really find a common ground with you. Yeah. Can't really click. Like if I respect like recycling, but you pollute everywhere,
it's like
we can't be friends.
We can't be friends.
Fight.
Yeah, like
you clearly don't care about the environment. Meaning you don't care about like our, like how do you say it?
Breathing.
Our Earth.
The Earth, our the place we live on.
Then
our home.
I guess you can't respect me.
Nah, I pollute everywhere. I don't care.
Can't respect me. Can't respect you. Can't respect me.
You're sketchy. You're sketchy.
Family, so that's something else.
It's like I gotta deal with you.
Ain't going back. Me, friends wise, I don't know. I got friends from different backgrounds. I got back to Fabian's. Like I'm really good at communicating with other people. It's just
people that
there's just like a time and an opportunity for it to come out, and then
to me it's hard for me to trust people.
Yeah,
that's the highest thing on my list. Is trusting people.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like if I don't trust you enough, there's no reason for me to talk to you.
Like if someone comes to your house and just starts stealing stuff, it's like it's hard to trust.
I've never had that.
Not that.
I had.
No. Like I don't know. It's like. To me, it's all trust.
Because again, people come in and out of your life, so it's just like, how are you gonna put so much trust into somebody that, God forbid, or like they don't, but you know that they do end up leaving you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's what I told Roberto. Like whenever he first told me that he had liked me, where I was like, look, I'm not gonna be someone that's gonna be in and out of your life, so I'm just gonna let you know right now that I don't want to be that person. That I don't want to be that person. You know?
Same.
The person that comes in every once in a while.
Yeah, so it's like you can't always put trust on just somebody.
Oh,
that you really know.
Yeah, but like when I'm fully like, you know, I've school, how do you say it? Like anything, like you know, we grew up, whatever, blah blah blah, and you go out there and you just start stealing my stuff, and like I'm just like I never thought of you as that person that trust has like.
Oh, you won't leave my house. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no.
There's only one way you'll leave.
No, I understand that. So it's like
put him in a coffin. Okay, stop. That's dark.
Whoa. Oops.
But it's the truth.
So how wait, okay, go ahead. After this one,
go ahead.
I was gonna ask you the topic. That's why.
To me it's trust. It comes down to trust. to me, I don't know. Like I'm a really caring person. Like I'm ready to go to the end of the world to help you out. But like there's one, if you do one thing that just diverts the whole thing, that's it. That's all for me. I'm a one-time person.
Like you're gonna give me a path and I'm gonna ride that path. But if you like put a pothole in it and put like a needle in it, I can't.
To ruin what you've been working with.
I can't ride that path anymore.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. I'm a one. Like if you do me wrong one time, that's it for me. Like I don't have the time to deal with like that negativity.
Yeah.
Like
it's just like you broke my. Like, if you broke my stuff, I understand. But, like, if you keep constantly just doing it just to get pleasure out of it, it's like, okay. Okay, dude.
To me, trust is the biggest thing in a relationship. No matter if it's just friends or you're in, like, an intimate relationship, trust is the biggest thing you can have. If you destroy trust, what's the point of being in that relationship?
It's like, what? Who?
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, with your anxiety,
No.
with your anxiety or whatever, like whatever you're going through, is there like situations like when you hear like scratches on whatever, does it annoy you?
What you mean?
Like demonic?
No, because you know how some people like chalk on a like the old time.
Oh,
chalk
you're talking about like nails on the
nails on
chalkboard?
stuff. Like, does that bother you?
No.
I actually heard.
I mean, it's another topic. But
I tried that.
I'm trying to say like.
My teeth tickle.
Does anybody
with
have
spoons, with
have
silver
that?
spoons or forks?
Me, the only thing that I have problem with is when someone's eating
and they don't keep their mouth closed?
and I can hear everything.
Oh, man. That's something that if you don't close
to me,
your
that's
mouth,
more cringe than anything.
Okay. Yeah,
It's not an anxiety thing. It's more of a cringe thing.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's just like when somebody's eating with their mouth open, it's anxiety for me. It's like waiting for them just to like
choke.
No, it's just,
no,
it's like
I need you
I
to
see
stop
it in
breathing right
visual
now.
effects. I see it like I'm zooming in and out of their mouth, and it's just there, and it's like it's heart pumping because like I feel like I don't know. It's just it's crazy.
I don't know. Since I'm an artist, like that doesn't really bother me. To me, it comes down to colors. Like if you have like colors is like a big thing for me. Just because, like...
So if you have bright colors and then with a little bit dark colors, it's
rainbow.
like, what's going on, dude?
Probably not. I feel like if it's like a muddy, like crunchy kind
Oh,
of like ugly, you know, like a squishy kind of.
Yes.
know,
No.
color.
No.
You know foam? When you like rub foam together?
No, I feel like that.
I feel like it'd still be more cringy though.
Okay.
Most of the things is just
I mean,
cringe. It
Cringe.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the point of view
I
you
guess
come
I just
from.
like deal breakers. Like, oh, I can't be with this person because they have crooked teeth. Because a lot of people are like that. Like, oh,
that's
I
a
can't.
superficial thing.
I know, but like people are like that. Like, oh, can't have it.
Yeah, with my
Can't deal with it, like,
my
whatsoever.
Gap, it's like it's not that big.
I think that comes down to preference as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're always gonna go to the group of people like you feel more comfortable with because it's just preference.
And it might sound wrong, but that's also like kind of like a survival instinct, you know?
Yeah, that's
You know?
true.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why you think
true.
there's so many groups in high school. Like everybody has their own little posse.
It's a survival.
You know what I
instinct.
like? I like
Love
because
pops.
there's two types of people in this world: flight and fight. Right? Well,
I think depending on the situation.
Depending
situations.
on-
Okay, on
Depending on the
Kinda
situations.
curl up
On
in the
If
ball.
there's a
situations.
big boulder coming at you,
There's
you gonna run.
a flight
You gonna
or
fly.
flight. You know, and I feel like people have that in them. Like they rather flee from situations than they rather deal with the situations. I'm the person who likes to be around the people who like stay for the situations rather than just
Well,
going
then
away
again,
from the
there's kind
situation.
of two situations that go on because that I think of as two flights.
There's being smart and there's being dumb.
Yeah, there's being smart about it, like you know it's gonna affect you later on, so you rather not. Do
Yeah.
it. And then there's flight because actually you are fearful from it, so you know, so you.
Yeah, but if you know
flight
you can
from it.
change the
outcome.
the outcome of it, then I would consider that as a fight, and
Yeah.
rather than you know what's gonna happen, you know you can handle it, but
Yeah.
you rather just fight,
Mhm.
you know. But I prefer to stay with people who rather stay and deal with their situation rather than just keep going and staying away from it.
Well, yeah.
Why you hanging out with me then?
Well,
Nah, just
well,
saying.
no.
Well, let me
no,
think about
because
it.
I know, because there's some situations where you like deal with it, some situation you flee from it.
I
You
think
know.
about that sometimes. Like if like what would happen like if we were all like on a deserted island, like you know, like will our savage come out? Like,
Oh,
you know?
Pretty
No,
sure.
you-
Like, how deep
I've-
will, like, the primitivity, like, go that what we would do to each other, you know?
I think I would drown myself before anything.
Before any situation.
Because I don't know.
Use
I'm,
you as me. Yeah. Was that
I don't know.
blame?
I'm too big of a heart to hurt people. I can't do it. Like
Nah.
it just.
If we're stranded online, and I know, like, because I do like survival. I like being outdoors. I like
Yeah, Ronnie's gonna take us all out, guys. He's gonna be the
No.
first one we take out first.
No, because like if it was
Lord of
like
the Flies type
if
shit.
it was a deserted island, I would help y'all. Like I would teach y'all how to do these things. You know, I prefer teaching
With
you.
us,
So,
we kind of know, but, like, with other people, we never know, because people always want
oh,
to be
with other
better than
people, I don't trust other people. Yeah, they're gone. I don't care. Like that's the type of person. Like if I don't know you, you seem sketchy. You seem sketchy. You're sketchy, dude.
You're sketchy. You're gonna be the first one out
You're
here.
first
bro.
out of here, bro. I'm sorry to let you know. I mean, it depends on, like, even on a deserted island, if I don't feel your vibe, you're gone. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can teach him. You know, you can give a man a fish, right? He'll eat for a day. You teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for life. I'd rather teach you than just to give you.
Right. That's a
And-
good like.
and that-
keep going.
And that if we do, like, if that happens, I would prefer to teach you than me just like doing everything and you just like on my back, because that's more like if I get hurt, like, well, come on.
It's
But
gonna
You know
if you teach that
Where are
man
we
to
going?
fish, and then there's just, like, one pond full of fish, he's gonna be like, what if they want to take all the fish, and they're like, oh, I don't want to share with you anymore. Thanks for bringing me getting me up to this point, but this is where I can
But
choose.
there's always gonna, like, there's
That's why you
always the
take 'em out.
communication. There's communication. I'm not trying to take everybody out. I'm not, like, there's human life
I'd
that
take
needs
a
to be
few people
restored.
out.
But like it's like communication, and we can't just be like fishing every day. You know, preserve your stuff, preserve. And like if you
Save
preserve,
people.
save, and do this, then that's where we get.
I think that goes into a different.
Yeah, that's a
topic.
different topic. But you know what I'm saying is, I rather teach than to do.
Mhm.
If you know, if
Or
I
go-
learn
or
from
go
my
through it.
situations, I'd rather teach you what to go, like, how to deal with it, rather than you go by yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
And that comes
So
down
that
with
goes back
depression
to-
and anxiety. You know,
Yeah, and that goes back to staying.
I'd rather help you understand what you have.
I mean, that's why we made this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, to talk to people that. You
Is
know,
it though? No, I'm just
Nah,
it is.
What?
Like, for us, like
it is.
the roots of this podcast is to help other people as much as possible, and like, I mean, I know like some people are going through different situations.
And we can't help all different situations because we don't know what you're going through, but we can try to understand. We might not get to the full 100% understanding, but it's something that we go through on ourselves, you know? If we both have the same, not the same situations, but similar situations, I can tell you how to play cards if you have an anxiety attack, you know? If that happens, I can show you what to deal with it. But if you're like, if you're just having other situations where you can't, like if it's family situations and I never been through that situation, I can tell you to get help. You know, I can show you where to get help.
Yeah.
It's just like there's so many people and so many problems that not all of us go through similar situations, but we can get people who have and tell you what. Like,
Yeah,
talk
at
about
least
it
if we can help one person,
from any
It's
situation.
still-
any
come out.
like for any of these podcasts, I'm a happy person. You know, just as long as we get the help.
We're
That
always
one person's
yeah we're
no.
we're I'm saying we are the type of people who would want people to share their stories and to help others who are going through it. Younger people or older people who still haven't got through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, to like
'Cause I guess
the main
well, this is kind of going a little off topic, but older generations too. A lot of people they didn't have
the help.
quite the communication because you know the parents were just like, oh, we
Grow
gotta
up,
stick it
you know,
through,
yeah,
we gotta-
grow
We gotta send you off to
Now I guess we get a little more eye opening to where, you know, a lot of people not entirely talk more about what's going on with them, but you know, you kind of you're a little more open. You know,
Yeah.
you're a little more open. You can there's somebody there that you can talk to. You know, whether it's just for 5 minutes.
and there's
or,
always
you know.
numbers that you can go to though.
Yeah,
You know.
we always. I'll put those in the descriptions below. We always try to put new like programs.
songs, you know,
It's just
Anything,
yeah,
anything.
stuff like helps, like
yeah.
people you can call, programs that you can go through.
Mhm.
You can, like you know, we did the personality. We try to get your mindset on what you have at first, and then after that, we can talk about how you can deal with it.
Yeah.
How you can ask your parents for help. How you can, your guardian even, for any type of help. If that's what you're going through, maybe something that you need to talk. If you're scared or like.
If you can't, we're always open too. You can leave in the comments or you can give us like a personal message. It doesn't matter as long as you can hit us up. We're always try to open for conversation. That's what we leave this to.
Yeah, we'll never throw it out publicly. It's not, it's messed up that. But we try to like give you hints. We try to show you hints. You know.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but there's like there's people who do suicide, like are suicidal. People who sleep all day. People who take not their medications, but their own method of medications, whether it be drugs, alcohol. It's just like you don't. We're the type of people who support to support the right side of it, the good side, the go through the the railroad, like that hard
the correct way.
Yeah,
you know, like,
the hard gritty, not the easy way out. It's the hard gritty way, but it's better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that you're saving money on to do what you want in your life.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to let people know, like, just because like you define as something or you're labeled as something, it doesn't define you, because there's so much, how do you say it, there's so much that goes on in your mind that isn't definable, and you don't have to have a need to explain yourself to anybody, you know.
You are you.
Yeah.
We try to support that.
You are
you.
You
and only you know it.
only have to explain.
This is a club.
Yourself to yourself only.
Right.
Yeah.
From this is a club. This is a
community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You be who you want to be. We do not discriminate. We do not send hate. It's we're here because the mental health. You know.
Yeah, I'm a retard and I'm proud of that.
No, that's a little too harsh.
And I'm a dumb
It's
person.
the dumb side. Nah, it's just
No, it's
It's how you define yourself. If you you can call yourselves names, and if you're proud of being who you want to be who you want to be. I support I support on being yourself. You know, that's why I say I joke around when I say who. I joke around when I say who, because it's like, who cares? Like, who are you to tell me? You know.
Yeah.
That's why I say, someone says something about you. It's like, who? That's my thing. You know.
Yeah.
That's it's something that I like. It's a joke, because it's like, you know who you are and you know what you are about, and you just say who. Who's that?
I think that's gonna wrap it up for this podcast. Thank y'all for coming again.
If you made it to the end and you stick through the middle part, is what's gonna get the good stuff. Like and subscribe. Comment, please comment.
We always like the comments.
Yes.
Also share.
Share, please. It'll really help. But thanks. Hold on. You go ahead and give Rob.
And
Do I have to do this?
Yes, you got to.
Do it.
There you go. End it off with the beat the devil out of it.
Bob Ross style.
Bob Ross
Bob
style.
Ross style.
You want to say anything before we head out, Nelly?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I don't know. I just think that, like, again, be you. Don't spend too much time thinking, trying to be different, because that time can be spent in a more valuable way, thinking that being comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say. Be more comfortable with yourself, and you'll be comfortable with the world around
And
you.
understand that you have something going on.
Do you figure yourself out first before you can
Help others.
Love yourself
Yeah.
before you love others. That's
Music, whether it's music, art,
self-care.
whatever.
Self-care is more important than what others have to think about you.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all have a good one.
you.
Bye-bye.
Toodles.